Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, welcoming you back with yet another fitness video for you folks. So today I want to talk about gainers. Because apparently, this is also one of those questions, that I get a lot from all of you folks, because, we apparently get really misled by this word called gainer, because we feel that gainer would only impact on our muscle, which means it will only help us gain muscles. So is it true? So do really gainers work, or what? And who should take gainers? Are they for real, or what exactly would they do for different body types? And what is the right gainer for you? So this is exactly what I will be discussing in this video blog of mine. So let's go right at it. Now I'll tell you what exactly gainers are, because apparently, we feel that gainers are one of those miracle protein powders which will, the moment we start taking them, it'll start adding more muscles on our frame and things will begin to change on our body. But guys, it doesn't work like that. Most of the gainers that you see, I'm talking about all the brands that you can think of. First of all, let's understand gainers are cheap, compared to a whey protein or a gainer. If you have an option, first of all, choosing whey protein over gainer, always choose whey protein for a simple fact that whey protein will have a higher quality of protein gram per scoop compared to a gainer. For example, if there's a 30 gram of scoop that you're taking with whey protein, chances of you having whey protein in it will be somewhere between 24 to 25 grams, depending on whichever brand you take. Compared to a gainer, which 30 gram would have about somewhere between 8 to 10 grams of protein. Rest will be all carbs, sugar, processed to give you that energy, to give you those calories. So that's what, if you should always focus on getting more protein out of your powders. Now gainers, coming back to gainers, what will they do? Now if you were to buy gainers, obviously they would be cheaper. Like for example, a cost of a gainer, and gainers usually doesn't come in a small pack, they come in a big jar, somewhere between 10 lb, which is equivalent to 5 kilos and stuff, because that's what, and you always need 2 to 3 scoops per serving, which means close to about 100 grams, because 30 gram is one scoop. They usually kind of take it up to about 80 to 100 grams per serving. So 100 grams of serving will give you about close to 40 grams of protein, about 40 grams of carbs, some sugar, some fats, and everything put together. Now that's a lot of calories. If you were to do 100 grams into 4, immediately into fats, carbs and everything, somewhere one scoop will giving you somewhere between 600 to 700 odd calories, easy, minimum. Now if you're one of those guys, now let's say if you're an ectomorph guy, who's skinny, who has a tough time packing on muscle, so you feel that taking gainers will help you pack on muscle. Will it work? Well, it may or may not work. Just remember guys, gainers are nothing but protein powders. It's just so it will not miraculously give you the size. What will actually give you the size is actually you taking food, real food, natural food. Now I'm going to give you a scenario what you can do as an ectomorph. Now rather than taking a gainer and investing about rupees, 3,000, 4,000 rupees for a box of 10 lb 5 kilo, you can take some oats, like Quaker oats or regular white oats, which will cost you somewhere between 200 rupees for about 300 to 400 odd grams. Now with that you can take a box of peanut butter, which is going to cost you, a sun-drop peanut butter will cost you somewhere again rupees, 300 to 400 rupees for about 300 grams. So we're looking at about 600 grams. And you can invest in an Indian whey protein, probably a Davisco if you want to, which is 1500 rupee a kilo. Add one scoop of whey protein there. So we're looking at about investing 2000 rupees, wherein you're going to get 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in one serving. You're going to get 50 gram of oats and 1 scoop of whey protein powder. And then you just blend it all together. And you have a perfect recipe for a gainer. And guys, trust me, this would work far better than your regular gainer, because a gainer is nothing, but is again processed. It will not do anything much if you're looking at, getting anything out of it. Now let's get to a different scenario. Now let's say you're an endomorph, the guy who has a guy like me, who has a tendency to put on weight easy, to lose weight easy. What will happen if I were to take gainers? And guys, I did take gainers and I had issues. I put on a lot of water weight with it. I don't usually put on muscle, because guys like us, people who are born with genetics like me, we tend to hold a lot of water already, for a simple fact because our genetics are like that. The estrogen level of our body sometimes is a lot higher compared to our testosterone level. So that's why it's very important for us not to invest in a gainer. So that was my learning. As an endomorph, you should never ever invest in a gainer. Now comes situation number 3, a scenario 3 body type, which is a mesomorph. Now what would happen if a mesomorph would take a gainer? Again, because mesomorphs are born with good genetics, they're genetically muscular, they will not be able to feel any pinch, probably they will not feel any great results, and they will not feel anything that they're missing out on anything. It's just about they getting something from their protein powder. So that's going to be pretty much from the gainer that they were to consume if they were to kind of buy it. So how are you going to go about a gainer? What is my recommendation if you were to kind of invest in a gainer? My recommendation to you guys is that gainers won't do anything for you folks, or anyone for that matter. It's just that they're loaded with calories. The only time you can use gainer, I would call it, if you really want to invest in something like this as a protein powder, make a gainer at home, which I told you. Take some oats, peanut butter and a regular whey protein and blend it, and then probably carry wherever you want to go. That's the best gainer that will work for you. But as far as investing in a gainer, I will not ask you to, because I think they'll just pack on unnecessary calories for you, and most of these calories will come from sugar, guys. And sugar, trust me, if you're an ectomorph, you can get away with it, but ectomorphs also won't be able to pack on muscle with gainers. I don't know if you've tried gainers. Try it out for yourself. You will see. I've seen so many guys, so many skinny guys, ectomorphs, taking so many gainers on a monthly basis, but with no luck whatsoever, for a simple fact that they don't invest in real food. That's where the game has to come in, guys. You don't have to worry about these supplements. Supplements will only give you that extra edge, and it's very important for all of us to invest in the right kind of supplements, because money doesn't come and grow on trees. Investing 3,000, 4,000 rupees, that too, for unnecessary calories, which you can actually get it for a lot lesser with your grocery shopping. Your trip to a probably Modern Bazaar or a La Marche, anywhere else, is a lot more convenient and a lot more cost effective. It's just that there's a tag of supplement that we really want to kind of take it to another level and say, what, it's easier to carry. If you really want to invest in a protein powder like that, you can probably take a meal replacement rather shake, like a Labrada comes with a meal replacement, Myoplex comes with a meal replacement. What that would do is it would have not as many calories as a gainer. Or you can also do is you can take a regular whey protein, whichever protein that you take, and you can take probably a casein protein if you have anything. You can put together and you can put some oats, and you can add up calories. The idea for a gainer is to pack on calories. The more calories you take, the chances of you creating that calorie surplus will help you grow and pack on more muscle. But remember, it's also the quality of calories that you consume. It's not just taking sugar or anything that comes in your regular gainer. So always remember that it's not just about supplements. It's about spending money wisely on something which will actually help you get results. So gainer is not the right way to go about it, but hey, you can try it out. For all it may work for you folks, especially when you're on the go, you have limited options. But my experience has always been that it's always good to invest in real food than this gainer packed with calories. So I hope this video comes in handy to you. I hope you folks start looking around, exploring real food, so that you get maximum benefit out of your body. And also, just to kind of sideline on a side note, if you were to take oats and eggs together with a regular whey protein powder, the amount of muscle quality you're going to get will be far more superior that you would get from a plain gainer. Tried and tested, guys. You can see different YouTube videos. You can talk to different bodybuilders, fitness athletes, because that's real food, guys. You just have to blend it. And the reason why gainers are they've gained popularity is for a simple fact they're convenient. They're easy to use. But as far as result goes, now they haven't produced any drastic great results compared to a whey protein powder. So think about it before investing, and do think about how you want to kind of go about comparing it with a whey protein. So any one of you who have any questions around it, feel free to reach out to me either on my YouTube, Facebook, or my Instagram, and I'll be very happy to help you with your mass gainer queries. But remember guys, mass gainer is not the right way to go about. It's just that you're just spending unnecessary money, which I really don't want you to. You can use that money monthly for your different reasons that you can do in life. So I hope this message gets loud and clear, and we kind of chat up again on this via my Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. So until we meet again, peace.